Hello you guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have a good video for you guys, and today's video is going to be about failure because I talk a lot on this channel and in my videos into you guys about success and creating your dream life and hitting goals, and we all want those good things. But in order to get those good things, some things that we dread right now and we look at as such a negative thing are mandatory to even get there. And the whole point of this video is to change your mindset, to stop fearing one of the number one things that scares them most, and instead start embracing it in other lights and understanding how important it is for you to get to the places that you want to go. If you want to talk success, then you need to talk failure. These two, failure and success, go hand in hand. Failure is your superpower. And it's funny because so many people that want to achieve success, want to achieve big things, want to create their dream life, it's like people fear failure the most. Yet in reality, failure is the most important factor of the success that you one day have. It's so easy to see failure as a negative thing and something that none of us want, but by the end of this video, I hope you guys understand how important it is to get to where you want to be, and if anything, actually makes you embrace failure and look at it in a way different way. So let's dive straight into why failure is literally your superpower. Right now, it's like the thing that you fear most and the thing that you're most scared of, yet in reality, it is going to be your biggest superpower in all the success that you're achieving. So the first thing I want you guys to keep in mind, every single time you experience a failure, and when I say failure, it can be something doesn't go your way, it can be something bad is happening, it can be, a loss that you've had, just anything obviously that we experience that we don't like is a failure. The first thing I want you to keep in mind is that you are your best teacher. So if you are your best teacher, what can you learn from yourself every single time you experience a failure? So the next time that you experience a failure, I want you to ask yourself, what can I learn from this? So maybe, for example, your business dropped in revenue. Obviously, this can be a failure. You may have lost money, you might be in a little bit of debt. Obviously we don't want to lose money, but at the end of the day, the minute something like that happens, you want to stop and ask yourself, what can I learn from this? And that is where you are your best teacher. Maybe you realize and you really sit down and analyze, why did this happen? Is our product not good? Were we not selling enough? Was I not maybe working hard enough? Maybe you had a goal that you had set to hit for yourself, but you didn't end up hitting that goal. So instead of looking at it as I failed myself, this is a failure, I didn't hit my goal, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Why did I not hit this goal? What was I not doing enough? What do I need to do more of? Maybe what was not working? The whole point is stop dreading failure, because failure is the one thing that actually allows you to get better. And me speaking from experience, I've had so many failures along the way in my success journey, and obviously in the moment it was very crippling. I did not like it, I wasn't happy. But now looking back at every single time I experienced somewhat of a failure in my business, in what I'm kind of achieving for myself, I realized how those were my best moments where I was able to really, like I said, be my best teacher and get better from those moments, learn from those moments. The second thing that I want you to start looking at when it comes to failures is that failures are the times that allow you to be the most innovative and creative. Use challenging times to your advantage. My multiple six-figure business is online, and one of my major platforms is Instagram. And so last year, there was a point where Instagram just deactivated my account, for no proper reason. It was like a misconfusion. And so I was Instagramless for a couple of months. And keeping in mind, my entire business, a lot of that comes from my Instagram. So in that moment, although it felt like the world was ending and I was freaking out, it was after a couple of days of literally what felt like crippled, because I was just paralyzed as to what do I do and what's going on. And my business I can't keep growing it, and I'm not gonna hit my goals that I had. And I thought that was it. It was actually when I actually got the most creative, because I sat with myself and I'm like, Christina, Instagram is just one platform of so many other platforms. And that's when I literally adopted Some of my best things that I do today in my business and some of the best things that I do on different platforms today originally came from when my Instagram was down. And at that time, it forced me to be creative and start thinking, okay, how else can I run my business? What other platforms can I use? And if my Instagram never went down and it was just, everything was just always as is, I would have just kept doing the exact same repetitive thing over and over and over again because it was what I was used to. It was what I knew. Instagram just always worked the best for me. So if Instagram never went down, it would have never allowed me to be innovative and start, getting more creative. Always have the best ideas during challenging times. Next thing I want you guys to understand is that failures is when you build the most resilience. Maintaining success in face of hard times requires a toughness that can only be gained through experience. I'm at a point now where I know I'm a winner. I will win no matter what, no matter where. If I have to start from zero, I am a winner. And it's because not only have I experienced so much, but I've seen how quick I can adapt. I've seen how quick I can redo things. I've seen how well I can get through hard times. If you only had an uphill success journey, then you wouldn't have ever had those opportunities to gain that resilience. Once you've relied on yourself to be able to turn things around and come out on the other side, you'll have this resilience that's going to serve you so well down the track over and over and over again. Because even I can say I have a level of success today, right? Obviously, I'm at a point now where I used to once dream of, but obviously now that I've achieved, a level of success that I once dreamt of, I'm shooting for a next level. And so even from now to my next milestone, to my next accomplish, there's gonna be more failures. There's gonna be more challenging times. There's gonna be more down times, hard times. And I know for a fact when any single one of them happen, I've been through this so many times. I know how this works. But if I never had that experience from the past, I like to always tell people that you will always learn more at mountain bottoms than mountain tops. And at the time, people only want to experience the mountain tops. But if you only experience the tops, there is not much opportunity to learn. There is not much opportunity to grow. It's those mountain bottoms that are the most crucial times for you, your development, your confidence, your resilience, like I spoke about. It's those mountain bottoms that are so crucial for you to actually get to those mountain tops. But not just get at those mountain tops, but stay at those mountain tops. And then the last, one of the most important things I want you guys to keep in mind, failure is the most important part of the process. And so many people just don't want to hear it. So many people want to start that business. So many people want to start that side hustle. And so many people just want to have the glory without the story. You need to have a story to get to the glory. I always say, without the story, there's no glory. Every single person that you see that is so successful today, having, these incredible results, that was not just an uphill ride. And recognize that everything worthwhile is uphill. If you really want to gain strength and be so prepared for anything that gets thrown your way, a little exercise that you guys can do is take a piece of paper and a pen and literally write down the worst possible things that can happen in your business or whatever it is that you're doing. Write down the worst possible things that can happen, right? Maybe it's losing business partners, losing money, getting in debt, someone stealing your product offering. Brainstorm whatever all the worst outcomes that could ever possibly happen to you are. And this does two things. Number one, it pretty much opens your eyes into really realizing and being already prepared for understanding, I want this level of success. This level of success is not going to come easy. There's going to be a lot of things thrown my way. There's going to be a lot of hardships, and I'm literally looking right at them all. When you're looking right at them all, you should not be surprised when someone now steals your product offering because you've already kind of prepared for the work. But then I want you guys to really sit down with yourself and completely visualize your dream life. Sit down, visualize your dream life. Where do you live? The car that you drive, the income that you have, the things that you're able to do for your family. What does your day look like on a day-to-day basis from when you wake up? What does your day look like when you are living that absolute dream life of yours? Literally envision everything. And then imagine now throwing that whole visualization of your dream life. And when we say dream life, this is something that you don't talk about lightly. This is your life, guys. We have one life to live. Do it right. Do it as big as you can. Do it, create the best one that you can. Like, we literally have one life to live. Now that you have that in mind, imagine you threw that whole visualization away when one bad thing happens, when one thing doesn't go your way, when one person backstabs you, when you go downhill, whatever that one bad thing is. Imagine you let one bad thing stop you from a whole life you could have lived and created. There's been times where I've experienced such setbacks, and even when I have the quick thought of, this is so hard, it's not happening at the speed that I want, I immediately tell myself, okay, you have two options. You quit and go back to the life that you're not fulfilled with, is not your dream life. Completely throw away that whole vision of what you really would love your life to look like, which we only have one shot to go after in this lifetime. Guys, we have one life and one shot to go after it. So if I were to ever stop and completely give all that up, so what do I have to lose but always so much more to gain? And that is why I kept going. That is why I kept getting back up. With that, you guys, I hope you have a little bit of a different perspective on failure. I know I do, and this perspective has developed by me literally doing these things for over the past 5 years. So now anything can be thrown my way. I understand failures, opportunities to learn, failures, opportunities to grow, failures, opportunities for me to get my head thinking. Like, half the time when I experience a failure to this day, I'm like, okay, God, I know I need to elevate, I need to do more. Thanks for telling me. I appreciate it. If you found value in this, don't forget to subscribe. Also, drop any video recommendations that you guys have for me below. Also, don't forget to follow me on Instagram, the Christina Avails. I'll link it down below. I'm active on there 24/7 every single day. So you're constantly getting value and nuggets and tips on all things mindset, success, business, money, all that stuff on a daily basis on my Instagram. So definitely follow me there, and I will see you guys in my next video.